Hey Taurus, it's your girl D with 8th House Energy here to bring you your January 2020 love reading. I hope all is well with you guys. I hope you had a happy holiday if you celebrate. Let me just get right to it. Any information you need about this reading is going to be in the box below, especially the extended. We're doing an extended. The link's below. It's $5 to join the Patreon site or the Patreon membership. It's $5 a month. You get to see every video that I post. You get to see the extended. This is good for those of you who are into looking at the other placements in your chart. So like your rising sign, your ascending sign, your moon sign, which you should always be watching for, your Venus, all that good stuff, right? You get to see all the videos, all the extendeds for just $5 a month. So let's get right into it because I want to talk to you about the planetary alignments. We're doing your love reading, so we're going to look at where Venus is in your chart right now and how it's affecting you. But we also want to look at Uranus as well, because Uranus is the planet of inner individuality, uniqueness, intuition and creativity. But it's expressed through rebellion, or being inspired. Okay, so right now, Uranus is in your house. Now, Taurus, you're a pretty solid, stable person. It's usually what you see, what you get with Taurus. They don't waver too much. They don't change too much. It's just they're fixed usually in who they are and what they do and how they go about doing things, right? So what happens is now with Uranus is a sign that's in your chart and it went direct on the 9th. What's happening is a lot of you are starting to change. You're starting to feel change within yourself. You're looking at things the way, in a different way, feeling different in general about what's going on. And your friends and family around you are probably giving you a look like, what the hell is going on with you? Because you're going through changes. And that's Uranus. So some of you, some of you may be going through changes where you may want to move, you may want to relocate. We also have Mars in your 9th house. Your 9th house is all about your career, your reputation. So again, you're going to be going through some changes where it's not going to seem like it's you. You know what I mean? People are going to be looking at you like, wait a minute. I'm surprised that you're changing. I'm surprised you're deciding on doing this. You're changing your mind on that, things like that. And so people are going to see that in your career. Because you're gonna have the desire to change with Uranus in your second house. In your house, the house of Taurus. So the more Taurus you have in your chart, or wherever you have other places of Taurus in your chart, you're gonna see those types of changes going on as well. You're gonna start changing your mind, your attitude, and your beliefs about whatever's going on in that house. So in reference to love, Venus is of course the planet of love. It's the planet of how you show your attitude and what you need in love. It's basically how you show people you love them, right? Your Mars is what you desire, what turns you on. If you see someone, what attracts you to that person. That's your Mars. And then you also want to look at, when you look at love and astrology, you want to look at your moon, because your moon is all about how you process things that happen to you as far as your feelings and emotions. So how you process how your loved one treats you. Okay, so right now Venus is in your 11th house, and that's in the house of karma. It's in the house of hidden and past acts, the results of hidden and past acts, the house of mysticism, hidden enemies, unseen things. And so what you may be experiencing, or what you might have been experiencing all at the end of this summer into fall, is changes in, or you seeing the results of how you treated your loved one. This could be whether it's a family member or a partner, an intimate partner. But however you treated them, you're starting to see the results of that now. So for example, if you were really mean to your partner, you were cheating on them, you weren't treating them right, you weren't taking their feelings into consideration, you right now might be in a stage of energy where you're seeing the results of that. So some of you may be going through divorce. Some of you, your partner may be cheating on you. Some of you, your partner may have left you. Some of you, your partner is now not showing you any attention or giving you any time or effort, or not putting in effort into the relationship. That's if you were, doing things that weren't conducive to a positive relationship. Now on the flip side, if you were being good to your partner, doing good things to your partner, you may see that right now things are going in your favor in reference to your relationship, whether it's you breaking up with this person, because that might be in your favor. You could have been really good to this person and they treated you like shit. And so you've been going through an energy right now, or within the last couple of months or weeks, where you're like, okay, you know what? I'm about to leave this person. And it could have been someone that you've been with for years. So a lot of you right now are in the energy of seeing how your behavior in this relationship is affecting the relationship now. Okay? How that person's behavior towards you is affecting the relationship now. And as a result of that, and that coupled with Uranus going direct in Taurus, it's creating change in you. Like I said, your friends and your families might be looking at you like, oh, what's going on with this person? They're usually this, that, and that. It's like they're seeing a change in you because you're so fixed. It may come off as surprise, rebellion. It may come off as you being rebellion, hence the planet Uranus, right? So with that going on, next week on the 13th, Venus is going to be moving from your 11th house. Again, that's the house of you seeing the results of what you've been putting into your love relationships. It's moving from there and it's going into your 12th house. And your 12th house is all about how you present yourself to others. All right. So a lot of you, if you're not already feeling that bug, you may be feeling that bug of change. Okay. And also with Mars in your ninth house, it talks about your reputation. A lot of you are going to be changing your look. A lot of you are going to be changing your outlook. Okay, so the changes that are going on inside of you are going to be manifested through your personality. And again, people are going to be looking at you like, oh, wow, okay, that's different or that's new. So some of you may want to relocate. Some of you may be feeling the urge to move. Especially those of you who are in relationships that are not going well. You're now ready to the point where you feel like you're ready to move. Some of you are ready to change careers with Mars in your ninth house. You're ready to relocate. You're comfortable with relocating where you may not have been before, from one office to another. You may be wanting to go to the office in Connecticut and you live in Ohio, things like that. So your life direction and your goals are going to change as well, or have already been changing. You're feeling that energy right now. So, for a lot of you, you're going to be looking for, you may just be looking to chill out. You may not be looking for new love, but some of you may be. But let's take a look. I just wanted to give you a little breakdown of what's going on with Taurus as far as the planetary alignments here. So we'll see if it represents that in your reading here. So the first card that I have here for you, it represents how you feel about relationships, your past relationship or your current relationship or your future relationship. I have this is the Knight of Swords. Okay, so with the Knight of Swords energy, and this is in reverse. So with the Knight of Swords energy, maybe you were feeling as if you didn't want to communicate. Maybe you want to, but then you don't. You want to say something, but then you don't want to say anything about it. There could have been there's a lot of arguing going on. So for those of you who are going through situations in your love life where you are to the point where you're feeling that change, like you've been with your partner through thick and thin, and you'll stick with your partner ride or die. But a lot has gone on. There's a lot of struggle going on, a lot of truth not being accepted, a lot of things being said, a lot of things not being said. So this card represents the hidden and the, how can I say this? This card represents, like I was saying earlier, you have Venus in your 11th house, where it's all about the hidden things that you didn't know would come about as a result of you dealing with your relationship the way you've been dealing with it. And some of that stuff is being revealed to you and some of it isn't. All right. And you're just not seeing where it's coming from with some of it. So this is you right now. This is how you're feeling about your relationship in the past. If you're not in one now, if you're looking back at it, or if you're in one right now, you're going through some fighting and arguing. Or you are a person where in the future you're going to try to avoid this type of situation. Now, the way you see your partner, this could, again, be the partner from an old relationship that you just ended, a relationship that you're in right now and you may be considering ending, or you're just looking at in the future what you will avoid for a partner or what you will look for in a partner. We have the Death card in reverse. So right now you guys see your partner as, maybe some of you see that this is an end here. This is the end of a relationship. You see things as being over. Maybe you see that it's just not going anywhere. Maybe you see your partner is stuck with you and maybe you were ready to move on, or maybe you felt, maybe your partner was telling you that you were stuck, or maybe they were giving you the attitude or energy that, you're not going to go anywhere type of energy. Okay. But for a lot of you, I'm feeling like the relationships that you were in that were not good to you, or you were not good to this person, you're seeing this as over. Okay, this is confirmation for sure. Now the third card here I'm showing for you is how you see the relationship. Now, if you're looking back at a relationship you just got out of, or the relationship that you're currently in right now that may be working or may not be working, you have the Eight of Swords reversed. All right, so how you see this relationship is you got clarity on this situation. You know, and so for some of you, it's like you're out of this prison. Okay, because some of you have been in this relationship for a long time. Like I said, Taurus, you guys, once you're with somebody, you rock with them, you know, forever. That's just like you, all the other fixed signs, you, Aquarius, Leo, and Scorpio. You ride, that's truly ride or die. Okay, when you with someone, you with someone. But it looks like with all these swords here, you've been through some shit. A lot of arguing, a lot of fighting. Okay, a lot of maybe not seeing the truth or ignoring the truth. You know, issues with the truth, issues with communication for a lot of you. Okay, and as a result of this, you're getting clarity on this. You see what's up now. You see what you need to do. You see that for some of you, this situation is just over, or your person has totally changed on you. Okay, this transformation card could represent them totally changing. All right, but you see what's going on now. So this is how you see the relationship. Some of you saw it as a prison that you just got out of, okay, or that you're about to get out of. Now the fourth card here I'm showing is this will strengthen the relationship. So if you had a past relationship, this is what would have strengthened it. In the current relationship, this will strengthen it or could strengthen it. And we have the Nine of Wands. With this Nine of Wands energy, this is Sagittarian energy. This says what will strengthen the relationship. For some of you, with the Nine of Wands here, this is telling me that, maintaining boundaries is what's going to strengthen this relationship. For some of you, you're fighting back right now. So it's like right now, you know how you put the red flag in front of the bull, Taurus, you're the bull. Like Tauruses are really laid back, loving, kind people. They're earth energy. So they're not hyping wild, depending on what else they got in their chart. But, in that area of their life where they have Taurus, they're really laid back, cool, mellow people. But you don't want to fuck with them. Okay, because once you put that red that red scarf in front of that bull, what happens? All right. So here with this card here, this is what's reminding me of that. It's like you've done everything you possibly could to strengthen the relationship. All of these wands represent what you've done, what work you've put in, and it's like you're standing there like, look, you know how much energy and effort it takes to dig a hole to put that in so that it stands up straight for each one of those. I've done all this for you. You know what I mean? What else can I do to strengthen the relationship? That's for some of you. For others of you, you're just deciding like, you know what, I'm done. I realize that this is a bunch of bullshit. I got clarity on the situation. I realize that this situation is over because you're not doing nothing but lying, telling me what you want to tell me, or not being honest and truthful, or we're just arguing all the time because we're no longer on the same page because this person has changed or you've changed. And so you've done everything you possibly could and you're ready to go. All right, so you see this as, okay, you know what? I don't want to communicate with you. I don't want to talk to you. I know we have kids, but you know what? We're going to have to figure that out because I'm keeping my distance from you. That's how you see, that's what you feel like will strengthen the connection, especially for those of you who have children. You're still going to have to get along. And, maybe time apart is what's best for you guys right now. All right. Now, the fifth card here is what would weaken the current relationship or what weakened the past relationship. So what weakened it was maybe someone not being serious. Someone, as far as love is concerned, perhaps someone got someone pregnant because there's a fish in this cup and that could represent pregnancy. The Page of Cups could represent a pregnancy. So maybe some of you, your partner got someone pregnant. Okay, that's what weakened the relationship. So for those of you who are no longer with your partner because of that, for some of you, your partner fell in love or you fell in love with someone else. Hence the connection between you two dying. Okay, some of you just got clarity on it and it's just like, I love myself, and I'm not going to do this anymore. So this is what weakened the relationship. The next card I have here is what's in your hopes. We have the Page of Wands. This is what's in your hope. So you're hoping for something new. You're hoping for maybe to travel, to relocate. Some of you, like I said earlier, you're looking to relocate. You're looking to move, whether it's out of the house of the person that you're living with, or your intimate person. Maybe it's to a house next door, or maybe it's to across town or another city, another state, another country, whatever. A lot of you are looking to do that. You're looking to travel. It could be for work as well, a combination of work and just getting a fresh start in this relationship. But that's what I'm getting for you. You just want a fresh start. Okay? You want something new. Now, this card here represents... Oh, this is your hopes, right? This is what I told you was your hopes. You wanting something new. All right? Now, this card represents your fears. Devil energy. All right, this is Capricorn energy. So you could be fearing, just being codependent on this person, or this person is going to follow you. It just could be fear, period. Your fears are you're afraid. Okay, because like I said, once you're stable and so you're secure, you're there. All right, so you could just be, afraid to do something new, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to do it. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that you're not going to move forward. It just means that you have normal, it's normal to have fear. Okay? Normal. Because this is a new change for you. So that's expected. So this is not negative energy here. This is not what I'm getting as negative. I'm just getting a natural fear because things are changing in your life. All right? Now, your responsibility in this relationship, or your responsibility in the relationship that ended, Temperance, Sagittarian energy. So it could have been your responsibility to be fair, to be open, to be balanced, okay? To try to be more kind, more open in your approach. Trying to think. Yeah, I'm just getting more so more balance, more harmony, more patience. So for some of you, you just weren't as patient with your partner. Maybe you were too patient with your partner. Okay, but this is what I'm getting strongly with this card, patience. Maybe you didn't have patience, or they didn't have patience with you, or maybe you were too patient with them. It just depends. Now, as far as your partner's responsibility in the relationship, the past or the present, we have the Justice card in reverse. So this was for them to be fair. They weren't fair. Their responsibility was to be fair, was to be just, was to do things in the favor of the relationship. All right. And they didn't do that. Okay. So maybe it had to do with the fact that they were not being honest or truthful and communicating with you in the manner in which they should. Okay, they've changed up on you. For some of them, completely changed up on you. All right, for some of them, for some of you, they got someone pregnant, or for some of you, they may have just left. Okay, left for someone else, or left with someone else, or moved to be with someone else. All right, but either way, whatever it was that they did, you definitely got clarity on the situation and realized that it wasn't fair to you. They didn't treat you fairly at all. All right. Now, as far as the outcome is concerned, this was the outcome for the past relationship or this current one. All right. Now, you have free will to change it if this is the current scenario. So it may not, don't, take my word 100%. And plus, this is a general reading. If you're going through something and you want something specifically catered to your energy and what you're experiencing, you want to get a private reading, whether it's from me or any other reader. Okay. But the outcome here is the Tower card, and this is Mars energy. Okay, and so like I said, for you, Mars is going into your ninth house, and that's the house of your reputation. So perhaps again, your reputation, some of you were married, you're now no longer married, or you're going through the process of divorce. All right, for some of you, this is a reputation of you being a married person, but you may have gotten someone pregnant. So now your reputation is you dealt with someone else out of your marriage, and you got someone pregnant other than your husband or your wife. Take it how it resonates. For some of you, unexpected. This is definitely unexpected change. Okay. This card also, when it talks about this unexpected change, it means that good things are going to come. Good things are going to come after. So keep that in mind with this card. Don't let this scare you. Okay, because always what it does is it moves things that you should not have let go on. All right, like a situation is dead, okay, and you're still dealing with it. For some of you, this Tower card is coming in saying no, no, no more. Okay, it's ending in some way, shape, or form. Now, some of you, you're okay with that. Some of you, you're still not accepting the reality of the situation. Some of you, you're okay with that. You're defending yourself against this person in reference to your distance and your space. Okay? You've already started changing your ideas and your mindset in reference to you unattaching from this person. Okay? Unattaching from them. All right? And so it may be a little, rough for you, but you're doing it. Okay? Because you realize with clarity here that you need something new, that this is no longer working for you, especially with the changes you're going through. So just keep that in mind. Let's see. Oh, I think I only had to clear my throat once on your video. I usually have to clear my throat. You guys rule the throat. What else am I getting when I'm looking at this card here? Yeah, so some of you, you also with Mars in your ninth house, because this is Mars energy. I'm getting, and this is not, maybe some of you are seeing someone on the job or dating someone on the job, but this is coming to an end. Okay. Perhaps, it's being made public at the job who you were dealing with. All right. Because this has to do with your reputation. Okay. In the ninth house. That's what I'm getting for some of you. So maybe people found out that you guys were seeing each other. We got two people here being put on blast, so to speak, is what I'm getting. Some of you may experience that. If you haven't yet, please be aware that this could possibly happen. Brace yourself or try to end it if you can, and you don't want to deal with that. But for some of you, it may affect your reputation. So some of you may, as a result, depending on what went on, lose your job or have to relocate to a different. It may be best if you want to keep the relationship with this person now that it's been exposed. You may have to relocate to a different office. Okay, and you're comfortable with doing that. Okay, so things may come to an end there. All right. So what I want to do is I do want to get some clarity on some of this stuff because this is a really interesting reading for you, especially with the planetary alignments and what's going on. So I'm going to clarify some things. What we do want to find out is with this card here, this is the cards that what weakened the relationship. I want to break this down and find out a little bit more about this. I also want to find out with the Knight of Swords reverse, this is you and how you looked at the relationship and how you're looking at it now. Maybe you're just looking at it as someone lying to you, not being truthful, not being honest, or maybe you were lying to yourself, but we're going to clarify that and find out. I also want to take a look at this devil energy here because this is what's in your fears. So maybe you're fearing leaving this person, everything that you know, the relationship that you built. But I want to find out more about that. And I also want to find out about in reference to temperance here. And this is the card that represented your responsibility in the relationship. So I want to break that down a little bit more and find out what that's about. But before we're going to do that now. We're going to go to the extended. The link is going to be below. But before I do that, just in case you can't join us, I do want to get you some oracle cards to get you some messages from Spirit. All right. So let's see what we got. I'm going to pull 3 and then we're going to go to the extended. So what do we got for my Tauruses in love? Go slow. It says take the time to get to know each other. Now, some of you already ended this relationship, already went through this. This might be past energy for a lot of you, or you might just be fresh out of it. So for those who have met someone new, okay, because this is the card of what weakened the relationship. Like I said, some of you met someone new. Some of you may have gotten someone pregnant outside of the relationship. Remember, I said that as well. But for those of you who just met someone new and someone came in, this is telling you to go slow. Okay, take your time. Get to know the person. Don't rush into things. All right, so let's take a look at the next card we got here. So that's for some of you. For another group of you, we have here and now. Your true love is already a part of your life. So for some of you, the person that you're with right now is who you should be with. Okay, who you're supposed to work things out with. But maybe you just need some time apart from this person. Okay, because remember, this card here represented what would strengthen the relationship. And this Knight of Wands Sagittarius energy represents boundaries, being persistent, on setting boundaries. So maybe this is why there were some issues before, because boundaries were not set or they were not adhered to. You know, again, this goes back to you maybe being you being too patient and too passive in reference to setting boundaries. Okay, so the person that you're with is somebody you should be with, but maybe it's just setting those boundaries needs to be put in place. And that's only for a few of you, because a lot of you, you're leaving this relationship or you've already left. Let me get you one more. This also could be talking about this new person too. All right. This could be talking about this new person too for some of you. So let's keep that in mind as well. Now let's get you one more. Vulnerability. It says you can be completely open with this person. So if you're in the current relationship that you're having issues with right now, maybe the communication is the problem. You're not being vulnerable, as in you're not being open and letting this person truly know how you feel. Maybe you're just trying to be fair and just keep things balanced because you don't want things to get volatile or what have you. I'm not sure, but this is telling me that you need to open up and you need to speak up. Okay? And part of that is setting boundaries, letting people know what you can and what you cannot do, what I will and will not tolerate, and being vulnerable enough to express yourself in that manner. Okay? That's what I'm getting for some of you. This could be in reference to the new person as well. This could be the fact that, you can open up to this person. You can tell this person how you feel if you truly have feelings for them. If you want to see where things are going to go. Or if you just want to take your time and not rush, but be vulnerable enough to express how you feel, so that there's no misunderstandings, so that you don't have to worry about being treated unfairly, and you don't have to worry about trying to always, try to balance things out. For some of you, this is you were dealing with a fire sign. I'm getting that strongly. Okay. Yeah, some of you were dealing with a fire sign, a Libra, a Sagittarius, or a Capricorn. This is what I'm getting strongly. Could have been a Scorpio too. But yeah. Those are the major arcanas that I got here. I usually don't do that, but I just was drawn to do that, called to do that, so I did. So again, the major arcanas here are Scorpio, Capricorn, Sagittarius, Aries, and Libra. Okay, so some of you could have some of this in your chart, or the person that you were dealing with or related to this scenario may have those signs in their chart. All right, so let's go over to the extended and clarify some of this, because this is an interesting read for you guys. For those who can't join, hopefully you can check us out next time. The link is always going to be in the box below. Every reading that I do, there's going to be an extended, and you'll be able to check that out for $5 a month. Not $5 a video, but $5 a month. So take a look at that link below. And for those of you who are going to come back for the love reading for February, I'll see you then. But stick around and click the like button and the subscription button. Because we do weeklies, all right? So that way you'll know when I post. All right, so I see you again, Taurus. Peace out.